Scope Central, Missable Podcast, you're gonna wanna miss
it. Why not? God damn it. I just hit record. Let me go walk away for an hour. I'll see you guys later.
Hey everybody, welcome to Missable Podcast, where the points are made up and the talks don't matter.
Alright, welcome to Missable Podcast, everybody. My name is Mr. Clean. I am hanging out with my associates, Joshua Reeser, aka Pet Annihilator. That's all you are right now, sir.
Just an associate?
You are late as a motherfucker.
I feel like I was more like a catalyst than anything.
And my good friend Evan Little, you know, we've been through a lot together. Me and Josh, we're just cool, but like, come on now.
I mean, we met up at Combo Breaker once.
And it was just love at first sight. It was just love at first sight. But
he's so tough.
Gay. And I'm not really.
I'm really short. I'm like a little ant compared to Evan up there.
Mm-hmm.
Me and E-Man are about the same height. E-Man smokes cigarettes like me and Josh.
Don't.
You'll be cool if you smoke cigarettes.
Don't.
You want a vape, kid?
I feel like we need a more home-like environment going on here.
I mean, that'd be nice. I'm doing this shit in a recliner. But
I ordered pizza, but I didn't get anything to drink. Fuck.
Rip.
Well, I'll ask Josh about his week, and then while you go get some pizza, because who actually cares about what Josh did this week at all?
I mean, like.
Yeah, as you started saying, I'm gonna talk to Josh. Josh is just gonna get up and walk away for a minute. Hold on.
But I'll talk to Josh while you go get your drink, if you want to go get a drink, because sir, I was smart and prepared. You got some water.
You gotta bring your fucking water.
Yeah, well, I just started eating food, and all of a sudden I was just like, yeah, fuck, I need something to drink with this. But yeah,
that water's so good.
Okay.
So water.
Well, let's talk about liquids for a minute. Does everybody here like liquids? I love liquids.
They're essential.
They're great. Uh-huh.
Essential liquids.
Like some liquids.
Depending on the liquid.
Josh has a different view of essential liquids. They're usually okay. It's like
Josh
okay,
prefers milky liquids.
I was just gonna say, milk. Well, imagine that, but like thicker and
thick.
Going hee-haw.
No, let's not. Let's not at all. Oh, that reminds me. I need to bring up a very important document.
Look at Kyo's quote.
Kyo said something?
He's in the chat. God damn it.
Why is Kyo Rip? We need to discuss this. Why isn't Kyo here?
Oh, by the way,
did you not read anything on Discord?
No, I was eating sushi and quite enjoying it.
You're a cunt.
Oh, by the way, Josh, I said as barter, if you were here on time, I would fill that gumball machine with gumballs. And you weren't here, so that's never going to get filled. I hope you feel okay with it.
I mean, you're the awkward guy with a gumball machine in his room with no gumballs. And a guitar you probably never play.
Let's just ignore you guys.
Say that.
Get in the fucking call.
Yeah. I swear. Okay, so...
Ow!
Let me just bring up the swear jar document here.
Alright. Hurry up. E-Man, what did you play this week? I saw you playing Mass Effect 3. Why were you playing Mass Effect 3?
Mass Effect 3 decided it doesn't want to open for me anymore.
What?
It opens to the BioWare logo and then just crashes. Apparently it has something to do with the online DLC, but I can't figure out how to manually remove it because I almost said OBS is a cunt. It already is. But
Swear jar. It's $1.
Cunt. Fuck you.
Continue,
I
sir.
think that's $6 total so far.
I've only got one.
You suck a dick.
We don't give free passes here. You gotta have your ID on you, sir.
All right, man. What
don't
were
have
you
a-
saying about Mass Effect 3?
Mass Effect 3 is being a dick because
Mm.
just doesn't want me to be able to remove DLC. I want to play through it and be miserable, but no, it's not letting me. Outside of that, I play a lot of EVE Online, and
Why
I hate
didn't you-
myself.
Why didn't you just give up and play Mass Effect 2 like
I already
any
played
self-respecting individual would?
Dumbass, I already played through it. So there's no...
How many times have you played it?
How many times have I played it? And
Is this
enough for it to be stupid.
is
Enough
this a
for me to
question
know.
you don't want to answer?
I've put over 200 hours into the game.
Wait, are we still talking about Mass Effect 3? Because
No, I'm
Kyo...
talking about Mass Effect 2.
Oh, you're talking about Mass Effect... Oh, fuck that. I don't care.
Let's
Continue.
stop talking about Mass Effect. We're talking about fucking weeb shit now this week.
So,
Josh, what did you do this week other than watch Fooly Cooly? You
I-
did watch Fooly Cooly, right?
I was gonna watch it.
God
you...
damn
It's 6 episodes!
Dude, I've seen it like 3 times.
3 hours!
You can...
3.
Dude, you can watch
I-
all Fooly Cooly throughout 3 days worth of
It
shit
did
breaks.
not.
You
It did
watch
not
it
dawn on me
in
that I
the
actually
podcast.
needed to watch it. Okay.
In the time that it'll take to finish this podcast, you could have watched it!
It's fine. Who cares?
I don't remember any of the character names, but I know
Josh,
I know
you're
all the
never
things that I liked
prepared
about.
for anything!
I am almost always prepared for this.
You were not prepared
This-
for Psychopath.
this is
Hey,
the weird
he
week,
watched-
alright?
He was prepared for Psychopaths.
I've been working
Josh was prepared for Psychopaths.
Oh, it was Kyo, and he had an excuse.
And you weren't prepared for Psychopaths either.
I was, actually.
Did we ever do Psychopaths?
No, we're gonna do Psychopaths at a later date.
Oh, okay.
Fooly Cooly was shorter and
My-
easier to do.
My mind has been
6
on work
episodes.
because the last 3 weeks I've been pulling at least like 50 hours every week, and they're different every week. Like I just
What's up,
picked.
fam?
20-hour weeks, man.
What's that?
Work 120-hour weeks, man. Normally, at
You
least.
do?
Yes.
That's too
I usually
much.
work 5 to 8. Every single day.
That's too much. Why don't they get more people?
I'm really the only one that they need? I don't know.
Well, if you keep doing it, they'll
Anyway.
keep having you do it.
Rager, concede defeat. I'm gonna concede defeat and just go and get something to drink. I'll be back.
Well fought.
Hey,
I
Josh.
concede. Dude, you
Josh,
just tossed the
can
headphones
you-
on the ground. What?
Continue on with what, just continue, sir.
Well, I've been, okay, this week's been weird. Working constantly. It's been a good change of pace now that, like, some of the places I'm working at, I get to spend time with actual people.
Some reason.
So
it's-
I know I have a little experience in speaking this past week, so that's great. I like that. That's good. And I'm just always
Nobody cares, Josh.
I played PA a little bit. Same
Wow, nobody
faces,
does
just
care.
as bad as they
To
were
know that
before.
Nobody cares.
I don't know, like just trying to like stream and make like fit in time to do the things that I want between juggling sleep and work and just trying to stay motivated. Oh, and getting plenty of Jesus.
E-Man confused as to whether he should rage or concede defeat, banging his hands on the table in anger and claiming on Josh's incompetence as though he didn't already know.
Dude! I'm a
Josh laughing, the insults hurting more than he
I don't know why you guys are picking on me, because I at least feel like I was the catalyst to this whole thing.
Nobody cares how you fucking feel.
No, dude,
I know, and it hurts that nobody cares. Okay?
I wasn't picking on you. I was just reading what Kyo put in the chat.
Kyo, you get me right in the feels. Why aren't you here? Why isn't Kyo here?
Construction at his house. You could have simply opened Discord, read like 4 posts up.
Take a walk. Talk to your phone on Wi-Fi.
He has a garbage phone.
Oh, right.
Have you seen his phone?
Yeah,
You've seen his phone.
He's got the one where it goes whoosh, and the keyboard, I think. I know it was like, it wasn't an Android, but
he's got a child phone.
Yeah. I miss having like the little clicky thing on the like a keyboard on my phone, because like I can't, like, you have to actually look at your phone while you're typing nowadays, and it's terrible because I don't like to. I like to use my phone when I'm not supposed to.
All right, I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
How is Civ 6?
I tried playing it last night, and I just lost interest because I don't know, it's more like a puzzle game than anything, like I said earlier. Like, I know people that have a lot of time to play video games, and it's good for people that like to do that and figure out all the nuances across many hundreds of playthroughs of an 8-hour plus game.
I never had enough time for Civ. I've never had enough time for that in Civilization, dude. Ever.
Oh, by the way, the reason that Kyo gave for not having a normal phone nowadays is because he says, fuck the meta. Fuck the meta.
That's $2. I don't know. I'm gonna give Kyo those $2 for the swear jar there.
Not even here and still racking up fucking swears. Alright, so is that about all you did this week?
He only said the F word once, so E-Man added one, so that's $1 for E-Man. Don't want a typo there. $9 for E-Man so far. How many times have I sweared?
Hey.
Enough?
Dicks.
I count that. No. No! It's not okay. This is supposed to be a deterrent, not an encouragement. What?
Did you do anything else this week, Josh?
I played some PA. I picked up Dawn of War 3. I
played both of those.
I played through Battle Block Theater with...
I saw that you were doing that, but I didn't care. I don't know what it is.
It's a stupid, cute platformer, and it's great for playing with a grill.
No, it's just fun in general. You should play it.
E-Man might know who I'm talking about, but Lady
if it costs money,
I've been playing with her.
Lady Cass just randomly joins my stream sometimes. Usually when you host me, but it's always an auto host. That just kind of happens anytime you're not online.
Oh, dude, I've been watching Wreckful stream. He's been doing IRL streams because I think he made a bet with Andy Milanakis, because he streams on Twitch now too, to do it like for 4 hours every day. Dude, IRL streams, you just go out in the public and talk, like do things, and you bring Twitch chat with you, and it's just cancerous and funny.
Disgusting. I'm sorry.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious to watch. And then,
honestly, the only reason that you would do that, Josh, or the only place that you would do that is in the loop. And you don't live in the loop.
I would love... Man, I wish I could. I tried doing it off my
IRL
phone, and it crashes my phone.
IRL streaming sounds terrible.
Oh, man. I would have such a fun time with it.
I would do it here, but I literally just live in ghetto. It's all
I mean, I would IRL stream just like making eggs poorly.
Just do a Food Network. A food channel. No, there's a straight up like Food Network essentially on Twitch now.
I know.
It's amazing.
I mean, I do it.
I've seen it.
I want to
do
it.
Looks delicious.
Here's my shitty kitchen.
But imagine me.
I have a pan. I think this is a pan. I don't know.
Imagine me.
It's a metal plate with a divot. I think.
Imagine me doing a food talk show, right? Or a food a food show.
There are approximately 2
know.
people per square mile and 5 trees, 3 of which were planted by man.
Josh, would you make pizza on your food show?
Yeah, it would be called Josh Burns Food. Or something like that.
Josh figures out how to cook DiGiorno.
Josh kind of follows, in this episode, Josh kind of follows the recipe, so it turns out kind of weird, but he thinks it's okay, but I tried it, so it wasn't that great. Some stupid long title.
Oh no, you know what Josh making food would be? He would make like tortellini or something. Fuck it up miserably and just order a pizza and talk to you until the pizza got to his house.
What I did?
Oh.
Basically.
Oh man.
So not fucking up making food. I just kind of came on there. Making a pizza guy wait because I didn't hear him knocking on the fucking door.
I think this is butter, or is it margarine? Fuck it, I don't care. Vamchara, what good? Not much, man. So that's all Josh has to say. He's a very busy person.
I have a lot to say. I'm not even done yet. If you want me to keep going.
Oh my god. Did you even play? Okay, I'm gonna get one more thing. One more.
Can we get on task eventually here?
Yeah.
So we're not talking about food.
Yeah, you get one more, and it can't be food related.
What the next thing I wanted to say was food related. You probably know what I'm gonna say.
I don't know what you're gonna say. Oh, actually, yeah. You could say this.
Okay,
you mentioned it on my stream. It was amazing.
I ordered food from a Chinese food place. They wrote down the wrong address. The guy called me like 4 or 5 times trying to find me, and he was like, it's a 6-minute drive away, and it took him like an hour to get the food there, and he ended up at a completely wrong business. And had to hand the phone to some guy working there. He's like, "Where are you at?" "Oh, I know where that's at." "All right, tell him to just go south and turn left at your first right." And he finally made it. And like, I kind of stressed the driver out because like everybody, like the guy who was with me, he said, "Don't even tip the guy." But so the guy finally got here.
Don't even tip the guy.
I did though. But I took the thing. I'm like, okay, down to my leg. I'm trying to sign the thing with my fountain pen here, because that's a nice pen, man. Thank you. I like it. Anyway, I was writing it down.
Just stand up and visualize it.
I signed it first, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then I wrote down like $8 on the tip, and it was like 50% tip for like worst service ever. He's like, oh, thank you. And then I made his day.
Thank you, no. This is pity money.
You're welcome.
You're too dumb to understand anything.
But he was like, oh my god. I was like, you better be praying. I wanted to give him like the Christian nudge, like, God's listening.
God's watching you. That's why you shouldn't masturbate.
No, what you should have said is, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Oh, no.
He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness. What happened if I'm not good? He comes to your house and butt fucks you.
No, he defers you.
This isn't about Jesus. It's about Santa Claus.
I was going to say, this isn't about Jesus, this is about God.
I don't want to hear about sodomy in general, okay? Like, that's just how I feel about that.
You're going to tell St. Nicholas that he can't do what he wants to wrongdoers?
I'm assuming you said the F word in that after you said butt.
Yeah. I said the F word multiple times at this point.
All right. So, Chris, what did you do this week?
It's not this week, but last week, my mom got Chinese food, all right?
Okay.
So I microwaved it, and I used a plate that was broken and put back together with super glue. And I go to pull it out of the microwave, and I grabbed the part with the fucking... that was super glued back on, and I wasn't paying attention because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I pick it up, pull it out. It gets all the way outside the microwave, and then the part I was holding just pops off. The plate just falls straight down onto the counter.
I was thinking you were about to say, like...
everywhere.
I thought you were about to say something like the plate exploded in the microwave.
That'd be horrifying.
Because you know when you, like... You put, like...
I thought you were going to say, like... The glue would, like, stretch out and the food would just fall into the glue.
It was only one small spot that was glued back together. It wasn't, like, a plate that had been shattered.
If it was, like, one small spot, why would you just be like,
Because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't paying attention. Like, it was, like, a spot about this big on a large plate.
Chris, when we did... clay in the kiln in
talk about that
in grade school. You were there, right?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about something like that, because if you put clay in a kiln and there's air pockets, it'll explode. Mine exploded in the kiln. I can't remember. I think it was the top of it or something.
Ms. Gums probably was like...
He's like, I told you not to do that! Make sure there aren't any in there. It exploded. I wonder if it ruined anybody else's projects.
Another thing I did is... I've been playing Dark Souls on stream lately. The game is fun, but... Slow going. Especially because I want to have variety throughout the game, like weapon variety and armor variety. I have to farm so much to get the weapons I want and the armor I want. So fucking annoying.
That's knocking at my door. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Awkward.
I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter. And... I did a Gwent stream last night. That game's kind of fun. I sent Josh a code for it. Yeah, Gwent.
I couldn't figure out how it's played.
Witcher.
I just saw like you can affect the strengths of other units and sometimes destroy them, but there was like no battling. Is it like a setup for a battle?
It's alright. What your goal is not to you're not sitting there trying to like... It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Hearthstone or Magic, where your goal is to, like, drain health points.
Right.
Your goal is to just have the stronger force out on the field. That's what those numbers were on the side.
Okay.
And a lot of the effects that cards have are based around strengthening or weakening those numbers specifically. And it's really weird, because, like, it's kind of simple, but at the same time, there's a lot of depth in... the actual like systems around that. It's a really simple concept that they found a way to just expand into something cool.
Does it feel pay to win? Because I'm assuming it's
I don't know yet. It is free to play. I don't know if it's paid. I don't know if it feels pay to win yet. I've already gotten a few kegs.
Which are
kegs
packs?
are the packs. Yeah, kegs are packs. And oh my god, the best thing about this game is that every time you go into the shop, it's a joy. Every time you go into the shop, it's a joy. The gameplay is fun, but that little dude who sells you kegs is amazing.
What is he, a troll?
The best. I assume.
Because he
is a troll.
He just says witty things while you're on that screen. Like even if you walk away, he'll keep saying witty things every like 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I walked away to go to the bathroom.
And there's quite a few of them.
That screen. and he just kept going and going and going.
I didn't hear too many repeats.
If it's Gwent from the Witcher series, then it's probably a dwarf.
Okay, dwarf. Yeah. It didn't look like a dwarf. It didn't look like a dwarf.
What did it look like?
Kind of gross, kind of terrifying. Just
might have been a godling.
Look up Gwent keg opening on Google or whatever, and you'll see what it is. Because he grabs the keg and he squeezes it lengthwise, and it explodes into like 4 cards. And I'm talking a lot with my hands, and I see it on the screen, and it's kind of fucking my head up. I don't do that during streams usually because I hate you.
No, we love people here.
That is an actual troll. I didn't think it was an actual troll, but it is.
Yeah. What now? Blood nugget.
Fantasy dungeon master here, or what do you call it?
But yeah.
What do you call it? The guy who controls the thing in
Dungeon Master.
That's it. Okay. DM.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Go on, Chris.
All right, but that was the basic gist of Gwent. If you want a key, E-Man, you can. I have 2 keys left. I want to see if Raul wants one too. Fun game. You should do the tutorial. Do the tutorial unless you've played Gwent before, because it's just Gwent from the Witcher game. It's just Gwent from the games. Well, from The Witcher 3. I don't know if it's in 1 or 2.
It's only in The Witcher 3. It's new to that game.
I thought so. I wasn't 100% sure. I've never made it very far. It's rebalanced, is what it is. It's balanced for it's competitively balanced.
Okay. Yeah, because in The Witcher 3, it's not balanced at all. You can have like nothing but hero cards and not get punished at all for having a deck set up like that.
Yeah, I've seen Gwent, like Witcher 3 Gwent, and that game would not work in any competitive environment anywhere ever.
With a little bit of work, it could. It does.
Oh,
yeah. I saw you had Geralt or something.
Yeah, you can only have 1 of each gold card. I can't remember how deck builds go. Game's pretty fun. I would suggest trying it out. Try to get into the closed beta. It's in closed beta now.
Oh, that's an idea for another
It's on
episode.
GOG.
Talk about card games or like Hearthstone.
I'm down to talk about card games. I will even play Hearthstone for a couple days to remember why I hate it. Gwent, Street Fighter 5, Dark Souls. That's about it.
45 minutes in, let's actually try to maybe get on topic.
That's why I
28 minutes in.
No, we're more than 28 minutes in. We're about 45.
Well, where I started, we were at 28.
No.
You joined halfway in then.
No, Josh started like right after
when we officially started.
We officially started at 8 o'clock, and it's 8:37 right now.
Yeah, that's not 45 minutes.
For me, it is.
Are you doing an extra
Who needs your
recording for us?
Me? No.
Oh.
Why would we need a tritary?
I think I'm doing an extra recording. I can't remember though, to be honest. Yeah, I am. Everything seems to be fine.
So.
All right.
Not to mention you have VODs as well, if push comes to shove. Yes.
When was the first time that you... When was the first time that you it dropped itself, experienced Fooly Cooly? Because that's what we're talking about today.
The first time I experienced Fooly Cooly
was when he was a young impressionable adult wanking it on while watching Adult Swim.
Half correct. I wasn't quite an adult. I was more or less about the age of 7. Just kind of chilling at my grandparents' house watching Adult Swim because I had nothing else to do. It was a weekend.
Confirmed E-Man wanked watching Adult Swim at the age of 7.
Oh no.
No.
I don't even think it's that old.
No.
How does that even work? I want to continue, but I don't want Kyo fucking with me in the chat, so go on, E-Man.
Don't talk about 7-year-old me like that. No. The first time I watched FLCL was when I was a young lad, just kind of chilling in bed watching Toonami whenever it came back out of the grave. Oh, how did I find it? It was just on Toonami at like 11 o'clock. It came out on after what was it? I don't remember if it was Durarara or Durarara or Full Metal Alchemist, one of the two. But it aired at like almost midnight, and I was just kind of like watching it in a transient state at a young age when I could not understand a thing, but I still just loved it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, before we go on, episode 7, 4 episodes from now, is going to be an episode about Durarara.
Oh man.
Wait, we're actually going to do an episode about Durarara?
That's a commitment.
I'd love to
Good.
Like, that's a good plan. Episode 7. So that's 4 weeks from now. Got a month.
It's about 100 episodes.
Can you guys do that in a month? Kyo, can you do that?
I can. It sounds like a fun time.
I can make
just
it
prepare for.
Actually, I know for a fact that Josh has already seen Durarara at least a couple of times.
I've seen it once, I think.
Or I should paraphrase the word watch, because you just...
I have it open in the background and I just kind of...
Drive while watching anime. It makes no sense.
I listen to anime.
I'm gonna be doing that, probably playing Gwent while I watch the dub of Durarara Season 1.
The dub of Durarara is actually really good, if we want to discuss that. Or bring
what
it
else
up.
is good? The dub of Fooly Cooly.
The dub of Fooly Cooly is really good.
Yeah.
I'd say even though I don't watch Cowboy Bebop in Japanese, the Japanese version is really good. Watch it if you want. The English voice acting is much more fitting in that show.
Yeah.
Like that and Samurai Champloo. Fooly Cooly is like 2 steps above both of those shows.
Yeah.
And those have amazing dubs. So Dragon Ball Z is the best dub ever, though.
Yeah. Part of me wants to say I love Fooly Cooly's voice acting because every single person voice acting is just I don't want to say genuine, and then again I also don't want to say they just half-assed it, but they did a bit of both. So it's, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's
perfect for the way the characters work.
It feels more realistic than just like, whoa, I'm gonna hit you with a guitar now.
So
how did that feel?
So Chris, was it? You're weirding me out. What was the first time I saw Fooly Cooly? Was it you or Plevel that introduced it to me?
Well, you see, Josh, I believe it was Plevel. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that.
I just have a memory of every time I watch an anime, I tell you about it afterward, and you're like, I've been telling you to watch that for how long? And you just now watched it?
It's gotten to the point where I don't know what... I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Yeah,
Psychopaths.
This was back in like the StarCraft Brood War days, or maybe it was Warcraft. Anyway,
I think we were playing War 3.
they all blend together for us, but that was, I want to say Fooly Cooly was the first anime that I watched, and I was so intrigued by it because I was this young, inexperienced child who didn't even really, I probably didn't even know what sex was. And there's
and then
like
you watch Fooly Cooly, which is nothing but innuendo throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, you have this teen. I don't even know. She's probably an adult. Not the extraterrestrial, but the introverted girl.
Oh, she's a high school student.
Yeah, she's like 16.
She's definitely older than him. And
her name is Mamimi. Let's just call her Sakaguchi because I don't remember her
definitely
name. Let's call the boy Tako-kun.
She definitely has like a crush on the main character, but
no, she has
the
a
main
crush on the main
character
character's
is
boyfriend.
like he's really
main
young.
Character's brother.
Not brother. There we go.
Yeah.
Why did I say boyfriend?
What's the main character? He's like 12 or 13, right? He's like really young.
He's like younger than that. I think he's like 10.
He's 13.
He's in elementary school.
Wow, they get started early in Japan. Jeez. But
no, actually, that's the biggest problem Japan is facing.
I believe they actually confirmed his age in the show to be 13.
I didn't. Dude, it's just so much. There's so much to take in.
You have to. I had to go through, watch that show with a fine-tooth comb, and I'm kind of glad that I did. I really do appreciate the show a lot more than I did when I was 7 years old and just in a confused state.
That's my favorite thing about having you on here, E-Man. You're gonna do all the it's not your job.
Analytical things.
Like every time you come in, you're like, oh no, this actually is the thing, you know. Not the thing that you said because you're dumb.
No, it's this, and this. Like, you could say, oh, Fooly Cooly is just all about sex and having sex drives. No, it's
not.
No. It's a story about growing up. This at its core.
My favorite.
Or you could see it as a story about music.
When I think about Fooly Cooly,
story about baseball.
I think of like
baseball.
I think of just teenage angst in its purest form, and just pure confusion. The entire time, you kind of know what's going on, but you really don't. It's like it's all up in the air. Like you just gotta fill in those blanks for yourself. But like as you're going through it, you're kind of like you understand what's going on, but you don't really know why most of the time.
Josh,
that's actually
Kyle,
kind of.
One second, Kyle. I have talked about My Little Girl anime on stream more than you need to know, sir.
Oh, are you talking about K-On?
No, my little cousin is in the chat. Shouldn't have shared it with him on Facebook. Son of a bitch. First time he comes into my stream and he tells me to talk about little girl animes.
Why?
You like Chunibyo.
We'll make fun of you about that some other time.
Alright, before we go too deep into before we go too far into
analytical
analytics, what version did you guys watch this time when you watched through it? I watched the sub version. I watched the sub and it was horrifying. It was amazing. The Japanese dub is amazing, but it was horrifying because there's so much fucking dialogue in that goddamn show.
And I never thought about slow down. They don't
I watched
slow down.
it twice before this, I think, and it was both times it was the English dub, so I never actually noticed all the background shit going on that my brain just auto-downloaded through my ears. So when I'm reading it, it's like you got like the whole bottom third of your fucking screen is just text.
And then there's this one line at the very top.
And that's the important one, but you have to scan the whole thing to try and figure out what's the most important.
But you're reading the very bottom, and that's just everything. Yeah, you're reading the very bottom, and that's just everything in the background.
The background is adds to it too.
Like, what version did you watch, Josh?
I started watching the dub while I was like I was gonna watch it, but my sister's car, like the battery died, so I had to drive up there. So I started watching it on the way, and when I came back, we decided to get sushi. So that entire plan just went down the drain. But I started watching the dub.
Okay.
I just watched the dub all the way through.
I should have watched the dub.
The dub is fantastic, honestly. Just if you want to.
The dub for Dragon Ball Z and the dub for Yu Yu Hakusho are the only ones I like more.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's dumb. It's cheese. I love cheese, man. Cheese is amazing. Yu Yu
Hakusho had a good dub.
That's
the one with the spirit gun, right?
Yeah,
didn't it was really Gintama also have?
I didn't watch Gintama.
You haven't watched Gintama?
I watch a lot of girly anime. What do you do? Come on now.
Gintama is
a lot of it is
like the pinnacle of.
No, actually, I've probably seen a lot more shonen than anything. Still waiting on another season of Hajime no Ippo, for instance. I want more terrible dub that show. God, that show's dub was awful. Should do an episode about Hajime no Ippo, the anime, not the manga. Cause
we should.
None of us got time to just sit here and burn through that whole fucking thing. I think
ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, it'll take you like a month to get caught up to that shit. Alright, episode 11.
You think I'm gonna watch the sub, too. Only the first season or two is dubbed, right?
First season of 70 episodes, I think. But that's beside the point. You know what is? You know what's also dubbed? All 6 episodes of Fooly Cooly, our original topic. Before I start talking about Hajime no Ippo like an idiot.
And I'm the one that derails it, huh?
You usually do, but I'm having thinking problems.
I'm actually very
passionate. That's $1 for the derailing jar.
We don't have one of those.
I do now.
You got to start your own.
It's all going.
If you want to keep track, of it, you can keep track of it yourself.
The derailing gumball machine.
If you have grievances, you make a jar for it. Chris, you too.
I don't need a jar. I got a gumball machine.
How about I just tell one of you guys to make it? I'll just like
if you
go on your stream and whip my dick out.
I'll just
leave.
No, what is it even? What?
The gumball machine.
I'll just call you on Skype on your stream and just whip my dick out.
No.
And then end the Skype call.
No.
And go stream myself.
Of all the things I'm passionate for, that is not one of them. Oddly enough. Speaking of things I'm passionate for, Chris, what was your first experience with Fooly Cooly?
What did you say?
What was
Sorry, I'm yelling at my dad.
What just happened? Wait, why did you go? Is that how you communicate with him? Does your dad just go? Does your dad go? To get your attention? Like he's like, I'm lonely. I need to do bird calls right now. Is that your way of saying no? I don't want to spend time with you, Dad.
No, my way of saying no is
just like this is a comedy. Comedy podcast. Comedy podcast. We should have named this instead of the Missable Podcast. We should have named it Comedy Podcast. Fuck.
Stop. Comedy Comcast. Oh wait. Cobcast. No, Codcast.
Codcast. Yes, there you go. It's hard. I'm sorry. My first exposure to Fooly Cooly was this amazing segue brought to you by me because I'm godlike. I'm sorry. But my first exposure to Fooly Cooly was Adult Swim when I was a little kid. I was like 13. Basically the same as yours. I was at Josh's house. We were watching Adult Swim one night, and then, oh, what is this? This looks amazing. I'm going to watch that. Get closer to your Mikey, man.
What?
You know what's funny is I saw Fooly Cooly, like, I think it was at your house when I was younger, Chris.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And it was just playing on Adult Swim, and I had no idea what it was, but it looked cool, but, like, the episode ended and they weren't playing another one, so I never gave it another thought, because back in the day, my parents wouldn't pay for more than just straight basic cable, so I'd never get all those cool kid cartoons, which sucked. So I watched it all on YouTube back in the day when you could still watch shows on YouTube. Oddly enough, the sub and the dub are on YouTube right now.
I just watched it on Adult Swim like a normal human being. So, same with Wolf Train. I don't remember anything about that show. But
Yeah, I actually own the disc copy of Fooly Cooly. It's one of the only anime that I own as a box.
I don't own any.
I just said it's literally the only one that I own.
I don't believe you.
Own
Don't
at
believe
least
me?
one. That makes you at least a
Stop.
casual weeb. So that also makes you a casual.
Because you only own...
Stop.
Dirty,
Plays
filthy
Eve, he's not a
casual.
He plays Eve, you don't.
You can't even grow a neckbeard, can you?
Me?
You know what? Hey, you know
You
what
got
Eve
a baby
is?
face going on.
You know what Eve is? Eve is space and politics. And you know what happens a lot in Fooly Cooly's story? Space and politics.
This alien shouldn't be here. All she wants to do is destroy the world.
It's Fooly
She wants
Cooly.
to find her space boyfriend made of energy.
It's
and
Fooly
dark
Cooly what launched your fascination for space.
That's a good
E-Man.
question.
No.
Or was it Cowboy Bebop?
Oh,
No, really, I've just been interested in space all my life. Nothing's really just launched it for me.
launch. Space launch.
I'm sorry. I'm staring at myself and I don't
Dude,
know what to do.
I don't know if that's anger on your face or begrudging happiness. Don't hit the mic. Poor guy. Hey! The poor guy. If you have to replace it, it's not my fault.
No.
Alright. Alright.
You have to pay for it.
You said you made the very bad pun.
Guys,
I wouldn't even consider it a pun, to be honest. But it's your fault that I punched it, so you're gonna pay for it.
Frighten you with the butt.
alright, just continue with what was being said before stuff happened.
For the terrible pun. Oh god. I just made whoever's editing the audio just you have fun with that.
That wasn't. I don't know. It didn't freak me out.
For Kyo is apparently really loud because all I could hear is
You're an asshole.
It sounds okay to me, and like it wasn't very loud.
I'll check it later in the footage, see how bad it is.
Check the tapes.
To
Review the
200
tapes.
decibels of me just go
200 decibels. That's like more decibels than. That's like so much clipping right now. It's all bass, but now it's treble.
No,
It
let's
clip-
actually get back into the topic. That'd be nice. Okay. Let's
I tried
talk
to get
about
fucked
Fooly
back on
Cooly.
topic.
What?
Josh keeps on derailing
I didn't
things.
fucking.
It's another $1 for the derailing gumball.
I put one in the swear jar. That one, it was an unavoidable one. What happened, Chris? Where's your face?
He lost it in the war.
Those are both swears right there. $2.
Alright, now, continue with the Fooly Cooly stuff that I can't even remember because of Josh.
Chris, I asked you what was your your first experience with Fooly Cooly.
Was watched it on the internet.
Watching it.
Not on the internet. I watched it on Adult Swim. I was correct
on Adult Swim. Now let's actually get into the topic of talking about what we all thought of this show.
I think it's amazing.
All right,
I don't know much about studios, like animation studios, but I remember loving Gainax like every time I get exposed to them. And dude, every time when I watch Fooly Cooly, the animation quality just makes me all over the place. Sploosh.
Especially for anime from 2000. Imagine trying to hand draw that. Imagine trying to hand draw those manga scenes.
Dude. Oh my god.
That must have been hell.
This is just a fourth wall break from, I think, the last episode. It's, meaningless as far as story goes. But that whole wall break after the manga scene...
Oh, yeah! They break the...
And they're like, yeah, no, this is hell. And we're just going to do it again because, I want to do it. But if we don't do it, we're just going to be called lazy. So, yeah, thanks, viewers. You're putting us through hell.
The studio told us to stop this, not do another one.
The studio told us we could not afford to do another one.
That looked super expensive to make, dude. That was crazy. There was so much shit going on in those. It was outrageous.
Not to mention that everybody was talking over each other while, what's his face? Taco-kun. His father...
It's Taco-kun.
Taco-kun is better.
His father is just in the background just saying Fooly Cooly, Fooly Cooly, Fooly Cooly the entire time. And he's just taking it in the most perverse way possible. This is great.
Oh my god.
You were Fooly Cooly with this girl, huh? How could you betray me like this? And he just starts beating on his son.
What does Fooly Cooly mean, Taco-kun? Sorry, Naoto. He actually calls him Naoto, but still Taco-kun. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You're the main character. You don't know.
Main character's supposed to know these things.
So, what is Fooly Cooly? They tell you at the very beginning of the show.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It's a subtitle that popped up.
It had a meaning.
It does. It's like, I can't.
No, it really is meaningless.
It is meaningless, but at the same time, FLCL means something in the universe.
If you directly translate it, it just means you're doing something perverse. It's Japanese
slang.
The
FLCL, which is also Fooly Cooly, it actually has, in the first episode, if you watch the sub version, or probably any version with subtitles,
I think it's an innuendo.
It is an innuendo. But the FLCL actually has, in-universe, for real meaning. That's why when his dad asks him what's Fooly Cooly, in the Japanese sub version, it just says what's FLCL instead of Fooly Cooly, like how he usually says it.
Just more awkward.
It's
silence.
dumb. It's something that I realized in the when I watched it, and I wish I should have wrote it down. I even paused it and looked at it for a good 5 seconds just so I remember. Read that thing 5 times. Can't remember.
You still didn't remember.
Yeah, fuck you guys. You guys are cunts.
That's my job.
So, Chris, do you have a list of subjects or something? How we're gonna go about this, or are we just gonna talk about it?
Not really. We're just gonna talk about Fooly Cooly.
Okay, so
this one you can't really analyze and go super in depth with Fooly Cooly.
Oh, you can. You're never gonna be right.
Exactly. It's easier to just all of us talk about it and see.
Yeah, like the way that I look at it is going to be completely different from how you guys look at it, because I look at it as a kid learning to grow up and eventually realizing, hey, I should just slow down and enjoy being a kid. That's the way that I sell the story. And it just has a lot of heavy symbolism that leans towards that. But any symbolism can be interpreted by anybody in any different set of mannerisms.
I think that's a really powerful writing tool that they took advantage of in that. So, like, I don't know where I want to start with this because I got 2 questions I want to tackle. And one is, like, if you were to recommend, like, just keep this in mind, if you were to recommend this to somebody, who would it be? And, like, what would your reasons be? Or if you were just to recommend it to somebody for no reason. However you want to tackle that question. And the other one is, like, what do you think of the art style? And, like, what kind of things about it would pop out to you?
Okay, the art style. Art style has no direction, and it's godlike for it. Hell, it even has a South Park sketch.
Yeah, that is amazing. It's so fun. My favorite thing about the whole art style, though,
the director actually said that he doesn't care, and he just threw whatever he wanted in, just because he wanted to do it.
The most consistent thing about all of Fooly Cooly, character design wise, and just design wise, period, is how detailed eyes were.
Oh yeah.
Like, think of Haruko's eyes, and just how crazy detailed they were. Like, everything about every time they did any kind of, like, facial close-up, you were made sure to, like, see every mark in the iris, everything. You're just like, no, it's... The eyeball itself was super well designed. Also, eyebrows. Eyebrows were done pretty well, too.
Massive, massive eyebrows on that one character
just
that I forgot the name of.
Facial design in general... It's just fantastic throughout the whole thing. Every character looks great. Every character genuinely looks amazing. I cannot think of a single one that looks like a character I don't care about. Or couldn't be fucked to care about, I should say.
What about that TV guy?
Oh.
Okay, alright. Yeah, you're right. I couldn't be fucked to care about him. I don't remember him, actually.
Let me pull up the FLCL wiki
just
and
a
look
cool,
up what his name.
Glorious, weird, ever-growing pet.
Oh my god.
Canty.
It's a force of nature.
Oh, Canty, that guy. Okay, yeah, Canty's amazing. By TV guy, I thought you were talking about like a reporter of some sort or something.
I was talking about the actual...
Not smart.
No, I was talking about the guy with the TV for a head.
That everyone calls TV boy, and TV guy, and TV man. I'm stupid. Shut up. But he was amazing.
Even though he didn't have a single line, but yet...
He had more emotion than most video game characters do in the modern age. It's really fucked up.
Yeah. And most... I don't know why, but the one scene that I think most stands out with me to him, it's not where he's standing on top of a burnt school building and just like drifts away, like a lot of people consider that to be like his most iconic scene. The one that characterized him the most for me was him just sitting there eating curry at the table, and everybody's just like, "Why is a robot eating curry?" And it's just like, I don't know, he wants to.
He just does it. Whatever. My favorite Canty scene is actually when the first time that Taco-kun pilots him.
Like whenever he discovers by accident that he could actually get into him.
Yeah. And
I believe that was in the second episode.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was.
And the way that he gets out of Canty.
The way he saves Kamigawa-san.
That was just kind of
amazing. You know who Kamigawa is? Coach Kamigawa is the coach from Hajime no Ippo.
For real?
I don't remember. Okay, Mamimi. So
Mamimi. The girl that nobody cares about because she doesn't care about anybody.
Yeah, pretty much. I love that character, but yeah.
She's not a good person.
No, she's really not. She's a piece of shit. Throughout the whole show, she's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna project my feelings towards your brother onto you and just really confuse you for like a solid 2 years of your life. And then once everything wraps up, I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna leave. Bye. Peace out.
I'd be so mad. Probably would have murdered that lady. Like, cold-blooded. Just all the shit that Naoto goes throughout the entire show.
Just for her.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you know I love you, right? And she's just like, but do you really? Do you really?
And the whole time, yeah. And
he was saying like, yeah, and he was just like, I think you feel for that other pink-haired girl. Therefore, I'm just gonna shut you out.
Like, no, you just have a problem where you're obsessed with someone who's in America.
Yeah. And then whenever she feeds that dog core thing, and she's just like on the ground begging for Tako-kun's brother to come back, and he just finally stands up and just like yells at her, and just that's one of the most satisfying scenes I've ever seen in anime. I don't know why, but I just find that so satisfying to watch.
I just can't get over like anything in that show. I hope everyone knows this is going to be spoiler heavy as hell because, yeah, I can't stop myself.
Can't stop, won't stop. I don't care. You should have watched it. You should have watched it a long time ago. It's been out for almost 18 years now.
Yeah, it's been out for almost as long as you've been alive.
I feel so lost on the names because I can't remember any of the names. I should have watched it. I should have watched it. I'm so fucking.
I watched it right before the podcast, and I can't remember certain names. All right.
I was 2 whenever this anime came out.
Yeah.
2 years old.
8. How does that make you feel about your life?
Makes me feel young.
Well, it makes me feel like you're a whippersnapper who can't be trusted.
Hey, you young whippersnapper, you're the only one that showed up on time today.
You showed up early, actually.
You're the only one that showed up on time, and yet I'm going to call you the irresponsible one, huh? How you like that one, huh?
I showed up on time. I showed up 30 minutes early and no one else did. So I went and got a food.
I went and called a food, and then showed up.
I need to
and
go.
Then
I need to be back in like 2-3 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
I thought you were going to be gone for like 30 minutes.
Yep.
Just gonna like, yeah, I'm leaving. I'll be back in an hour. Bye.
Once I heard I thought he was going to say 20 to 30. I was like, this son of a bitch. Dude gonna die. Man, alright. Since Josh is out of the room, what is your opinion on the portion? The part where Tako-kun is trying to tell Kamurocho where, like, that Tatsuko found a hot blonde in America?
Like whenever he was just trying to tell her, and all she did was just deny that it was a fact.
She didn't really deny it was a fact. She just basically refused to allow him to talk. He was trying to tell her, and she's like, meh. Meh.
The way that I viewed it as was he was just trying to shut out the truth and say, like, no, he only loves me. He wouldn't go and do this with another American girl. He loves me. I'm the love of his life. That's why I'm going to attach myself to his little brother.
She's so creepy. So creepy. She's probably my favorite character. She's super creepy.
She's so weird. She's so creepy. I hate her, but she's my favorite character in the show. No.
I like her because of how much of a piece of garbage she is. She is probably the most well-written character in the whole show just due to how much of a piece of shit the writers cared enough to make her.
Even though Haruko could also be seen as the same level of a piece of shit.
Haruko almost.
Haruko completely used Tako-kun.
Yeah, but Tako-kun didn't care.
And he's just like, yeah, you know what? Whatever. I don't care.
It's like the pussy good. Like, you see that ass? That ass is fat.
I'm gonna go and get up in that. Basically.
The ass was fat. And that's all there is to know. Alright? Fooly Cooly homie.
I'm gonna go tap that.
Oh,
hey, girl.
Girl, I like that pink hair. That dye? No, I'm an alien. Cool.
Alright.
Oh, you exotic.
I walk into.
Like,
oh, hey, girl, you exotic. You an alien? Oh, that pink hair. Oh, damn.
Tako-kun is just like talking, like she's asking him questions. He's like, I'm listening to you speak, but I'm still staring at them titties, though.
What?
We're talking about Haruko.
You're saying words, and I'm trying real hard to pay attention, but got them tits just flopping all over the place.
I hate that. Did you hate when that happens?
Especially whenever Haruko was
but you're distracted.
Do you want to talk about the moment Haruko was actually just straight up surfing on the back of Kanti in a bunny suit? For no discernible reason. She was just in a bunny suit.
There's a lot of things
Using a slingshot.
Using a slingshot that she ripped out of a foreign agent's forehead. And she was just like, yeah, yours is smaller than Tako-kun's. I'm gonna go use his. He's got a gun. You got a slingshot.
Basically saying, hey, this 13-year-old boy has a bigger penis than you.
And all he can do is just sit on the ground and be like, why? Why does she have to escape me so much?
Why him and not... What's so much better about him and not me? Well, he doesn't have a micro penis. He doesn't have a micro guitar. There we go.
No, he's actually the only one in the show with a guitar. Everybody else just has a bass.
Yeah, I know. Sick. And he also uses a bass.
Yeah.
When he's Red Dude.
I thought he used a dual neck guitar.
I think it was dual... No, it might have been a dual neck guitar. For some reason, my brain remembers it as a dual neck bass. Bass?
Bass.
Wasn't there a dual neck guitar in there somewhere?
That's what we're debating right now.
I'm sure there was. Probably in like the last
it was
episode.
the second to last episode, I think. It was either episode 4 or episode 5.
Episode 6, actually.
Oh, that was episode 6?
Yeah, whenever he turns into the the energy form or whatever, and Haruko is just flipping out like, no, that's mine. Give it back. It's my power.
I love how it's not even Haruko's space boyfriend that we're trying to... Energy boyfriend, that we're trying to find here. It's straight up Haruko's so garbage. Still not as garbage as Ikebukuro, but I couldn't think of a K.
You just...
Ikebukuro, that's a city.
Ikebukuro.
Part of a city.
So is Kamurocho.
Ikebukuro is the city that Durarara is set in.
Right.
Fun fact.
Kamurocho is the portion of Tokyo. Kamurocho is Yakuza. Yakuza?
Gang
video games. There we go. That's what it's called. Japanese Mafia, the video game. Best scene ever. What's the best scene ever, Josh? Kyle? I don't know. We're retarded.
I think she was talking about... I think Destiny is talking about the scene where we were talking about Haruko surfing on the back of a guy.
Okay.
Wearing a bunny suit.
I don't want to have a dog in here while I'm smoking cigarettes.
Shit.
Doggo cast.
Bark.
Dog cast.
Pee a problem.
Pee a problem, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, I finally got my webcams
One of
fixed
the
up.
dogs snuck down here while I was gone and peed on the floor and haven't had time to clean it up yet. It's disgusting.
Josh, you live in a disgusting state.
Yeah, I do.
You're doing a podcast with urine on the floor
It's
nearby.
Doesn't even care.
It's just going on the internet. It's already on the internet.
This is what a podcast
Who cares? They
looks
don't
like.
have smell-o-vision yet.
Give it back. I don't want to kill this dog.
Do a Futurama cast.
If they had smell-o-vision, all that would be coming out of my thing would be the smell of pizza and brownies. Which would be a very odd combination. And probably my breath. Nobody wants to smell that.
You look like you got a little doo-doo butter
You're wearing
on your
pants,
head.
right?
Maybe I'm not.
I mean, I took mine off
That's up for
about
the viewers
25
to
minutes
decide.
ago.
Hey,
I took mine
anybody
off
want me to
about
stand up?
Hour and 11 units? Okay, fine, whatever.
Units.
We're counting time in units now. 60 units to a kerplek.
Why was that so funny? Why was that of all things so funny to me?
60 units in a mega unit.
That's wrong.
An ultra unit. 7 ultra units.
It should be divisible by tens.
No.
It's wrong.
Time is not metric. Time is time.
Time is convoluted in Lord Dread.
That
Fuck
moment
you,
whenever Josh wants to make time metric.
I didn't even
let's
know we were
just
talking about
change-
time right now, right?
Alright. You know what's a... Speaking of
I'm thinking
time,
of Farscape and trying to remember what they called hours. They called them arns or something in days cycles or years or something like that.
well, Fooly
Farscape
Cooly
is for a different
conversation
day.
looks like it's far across the cityscape right now.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
really
right.
like the art style.
30 cycles later. Hey!
Started this conversation in 24 Thornberry
24 Thornberry Lane.
of the Third Age. In the Third Age, and we're fucking starting it back up in like 24 cycles later. Or just say 32.
$1 for the swear jar, whatever it is.
Josh is sitting in the corner like...
Could you have met?
I'm on one
Here-
side of my webcam. He's just in the corner like...
This podcast started in the year of Lord Thornberry and has continued into the year of President Trump.
I. You know what I thought
The wall
was
hasn't
great?
been built yet.
Like,
Alright, what did you like
The
about the
Titans
art
roam.
what I liked about what?
style? Art style.
It was great. There's like one of the overall themes I thought for the show was just like, I'm gonna go a little bit broader than just the art style, but there was a lot of inconsistency, and there was a lot of consistency. I don't know how to put it, but they dabbled in a lot of. I don't feel comfortable with my camera being like that. It dabbled a lot in many different styles, and it just tackled a bunch of cliches and just like made them. It just made fun of everything. It felt like it was kind of like Shrek a little bit to me, if I remember correctly, because they were like every once in a while, like out of nowhere, let's just do this entirely different art style for about 30 seconds here and there.
Yeah, but it's what it's loved for.
Yeah.
I also love the fact that it uses a generally more like American influenced art style, like American cartoons rather than, you know, a Japanese anime.
Right.
Weeb stuff.
But it, like, the other question I had was like, why and why would you recommend it? And the who, blah 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 blah.
I could never recommend Fooly Cooly ever.
What?
Why?
Because I don't know how to talk about Fooly Cooly without ruining Fooly Cooly for everybody.
Usually you just say, just watch it and you'll understand.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like, should I watch this? Yes. Why? Shut up.
Just do it.
It's 6 episodes. It's impossible to not spoil the show.
I felt
mean,
6
really.
episodes, 30 minutes each. Like,
No,
if it was like
22 minutes.
Yeah, 22 up to original runtime on Adult Swim was 30 minutes because commercials.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's a 22-minute show that only has 6 episodes. If I talk about any plot point whatsoever, you're going to get mad at me.
Because it literally has no filler at all.
Right.
No buffer zone.
I mean, manga sections. I'd say that's a pretty good buffer.
That's buffer, but it's not filler. If anything, that fills in a minute and a half, and then it goes straight back into plot.
Plot? Hell, straight back into crazy. You don't know if it's going straight into plot or not. That's the worst part about trying to recommend
Fooly Cooly. It's nothing.
It's hard to tell
plot.
what the plot is the first time or two.
Like,
First
but that's
4
the
times.
thing. Like, you're watching
Makes it
you're
great.
like- you're watching it, you're like, is that plot? Or is that not plot? Because
Is that
I
pointless,
think-
or is it really?
like, have you guys ever seen Shameless?
Yes, I have.
The American
I need
version?
to.
Like-
Which?
Halfway through the 3rd season in the American version of Shameless, there's a part where someone just brings up some dumb bullshit that happened in season 1 that should have meant nothing. Turns out it's actually still relevant to the plot.
Could you tell me what it actually was, if you remember? Because
The part where Frank headbutts Ian in the face was brought up in like season 3 when everyone had forgotten about it completely.
and all of a sudden it just becomes this really intense thing.
And then
Just
they're
out of
basing
nowhere.
an entire plot point for like 5 minutes on it. You're like, what? But I forgot that happened.
That's what Fooly Cooly is.
Exactly.
Next week we're gonna just talk about season 1 of Shameless.
That would be like 4 podcasts long. Shameless is fucked up. I want to do a Black Mirror podcast, though. That show's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
love
it's
that
almost
show.
as good as Fooly Cooly. Try and stay on contact. Contact?
Contact.
Subject.
Contact. Let's stay on that contact.
Contact. 300 meters. Firing missiles.
Contact is with your mom.
Battle mechs inbound.
What? No.
Mech warrior.
That sounded offensive to my ears.
Let's go.
Alright. So let's talk about brittle bullets.
What?
Episode 4 of Fooly Cooly.
What's it about?
Why specifically? Why specifically?
Is that the where Eyebrow Man is introduced?
That's
it's the one where Eyebrow Man fights Haruko in the fucking streets and everything. He's using guns and she's just like beating his ass with her fucking
Haruko
face.
and Tako-kun are just straight up firing guns at each other, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, they're just like, "Okay, yeah, calling a shot. Where do you want to shoot him? Just shoot one of them. Shoot the TV guy."
Like that whole
TV
episode.
guy's a threat. And they're just bang, bang, bang. I'm missing every shot. Keep on shooting.
So it's so good.
And
Eyebrows.
Then the red-haired, just asshole woman is just kind of like
Osaka? No, that's a character.
Anamar. I don't know the characters. Me. There we go.
Her name is Mamimi. If you want me to use her name,
Mama Mimi.
Now that's racist. You work with a bunch of Italians. You can't talk like
I actually had one of the guys start cursing at me doing that.
Now what about Mamimi?
I tried so hard not to laugh. But she's just staring at the girl that's like trying to snipe the robot, and she's just like, "What are you doing? Why are you here? Can you please leave? This doesn't involve you." The girl's just completely ignoring Mamimi. Just completely ignoring her. Like, you don't matter, you're just a filthy human. Nobody likes humans. Except for other humans. But point being, that woman was just a bad shot. I can't even remember her name. All I know is that she's not fair-skinned and blonde and makes a lot of noise.
I think she's a Gyaru chick. Gyaru. Google it.
I looked up Mamimi in the Fooly Cooly wiki, and one of the first things that I see, one of the only things that is highlighted in her profile is the fact that she might be a pyromaniac.
Oh, from Set Fire. That episode's amazing. Yeah. It's episode 2?
Yeah, where she just looks at the school that got burnt down, that she probably burnt down, and she's just like, I'm glad I did this, but I miss the memories that were here. So why did I burn it down? I love burning things. Let me make a circle out of burning cigarettes.
Tako-kun. The whole reason I burnt down this elementary school is to get your brother to notice me. Senpai noticed me. Her whole life is about that one time Senpai noticed her. That's what that episode contextualizes. She lives her entire life around the entire time that she finally got her prayers answered and Senpai noticed her.
Also, I kind of find it enjoyable.
Down for it.
I kind of find it enjoyable that everybody... Oh, it says right here, you know how we were discussing how old she was?
Mm-hmm.
She's described in her profile as a truant, smoking, pyromaniacal 17-year-old high school student. That is just about the opening line to her profile. So that is all that is the baseline.
What is Montreal's real name?
Montreal? Hold on, I lost the search bar. Give me a second.
No, Mamimi. What is her real name? I've been calling her all sorts of random shit because I don't know her real name.
Mamimi.
Like, she has a full name.
Mamimi Samejima, I believe.
Okay.
Samejima.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't take the guy who's, like, aggressively Midwestern and have him read Japanese stuff.
Aggressively Midwestern with a little bit of Northern still in me, but
Oh, it's a I have it running on the side.
the only thing that could make it worse.
Over here.
The only thing that the only thing that could actually make me pronouncing Japanese things worse is if I had a heavy Southern dialect, like "Mami me Saranjima man."
Just boom hour it.
Ase.
I'm sure they did that at least once to make fun of fucking Boomhauer.
Like, alright. Hairy legs, go. Let's hope my penis doesn't pop out.
Everybody, just do this on your webcam.
This has become not even a Fooly Cooly podcast. Alright, so let's continue with our actual podcast subject and continue with the episode of Set Fire. I think it's Set Fire. Set Fire.
No, we actually talked about brittle bullets before we talked about Set Fire.
Yeah, but brittle bullets we basically talked about.
Brittle bullets,
Nothing
we just said, like, everybody just starts shooting each other. That's it.
Guns are used. It's all crazy.
Did guns ever actually hit in this anime? Like, what the hell?
Didn't Naruto's father... Wait. Didn't Naruto's father get punched in the face by Haruka's vagina in episode 7? Episode 7.
It was episode 6. I think it was episode 6.
That was episode 6?
What?
Double, like...
Just like
I
a
have no way
boxing...
of double checking this. It just happened. It did happen.
It was so
I think it was episode 4, actually, because I think that was the same episode.
He just walked in the room and he's just like, oh, you're in a bathing towel. I'm just going to strip naked and just dive in and then... Boom! What?
Just gonna grab her by the pussy like Donald Trump.
God.
Oh my. Is it bedtime? Is someone...
What?
Is someone harassing you in your room?
Not in my room. Of all the sentences from my father to over here, he just heard me describing that one scene. You all know how my father is. That's all he heard. And he's just down there giving me like the... I don't know.
Can you see him where you're at?
Me?
Yeah.
Like, I can see him from like right here.
That's awkward.
It is.
It's super awkward.
Did he overhear
Seeing
you?
that I'm sprawled spread eagle across my desk.
Well, I really hope you have pants on now.
I mean, he did watch. He was looking at Fooly Cooly stuff today, so I doubt that he's wearing pants. He's probably like, "Oh, Haruka scene." Okay.
No, I mean, I'm wearing pants. Just not guaranteed to be up
all the way.
Oh my! I guess Fooly Cooly does have that
Time
effect
to
on
stand
people.
up. Nope, they're off. Yep. Sorry.
Now, when you put your leg up again, we can actually see your
Be like-
pants.
Why does this happen every
damn.
episode?
I was really hoping to see some pants this time on your knees. I'm like, wow, he really did just pull his pants up.
I should have made a guideline. This is just a clusterfuck episode.
Yeah, it seems like it.
You know what?
Seems
It
good.
accurately reflects Fooly Cooly.
I mean, yeah. Like, you're right. What have we not talked about in Fooly Cooly just yet?
Episode 6. The FL Climax episode.
Oh, God, that episode.
What was the name of that? The faction or whatever that was in charge of the factory.
Medical Mechanica.
What is Medical Mechanica?
They go around and steamroll planets.
Like, they're erasing planets with fucking ginormous clothes irons and monster creatures that are shaped like hands. It's really weird. No one knows what's going on.
And then there was like the Space King or something that the pink hair girl.
Space King.
Monsk, was that it?
The fucking.
There's some space dude that.
Are
The
you talking
Pirate
about
King, right?
Are you talking about Adamisk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. I don't know why. I just mixed Amon from Korra with that.
Oh, that's another one.
We're not doing a Korra episode.
Korra's.
It'll just turn into this. It'll turn into this.
It'll just turn into me talking trash about Korra and talking about how the original series was so much better.
Oh, it was.
Than us.
No one would deny your claims. Korra's good, but the original series was fantastic.
No, but some people defend it to the bitter end, saying like, "Oh, it's more mature and it's better for the audience and it's more inclusive to everybody." I'm just like, shut up.
Amon was way cooler than anything about the original series, but Korra was the worst Mary Sue than anything in the original series, and not nearly as cool as Aang.
But that's a topic for a different time. Let's get on Fooly Cooly again.
Kind of like how lame Taco-kun is,
but
when compared to Haruko.
But he was kind of written to be intentionally lame, though.
Well, yeah.
He was just written to be this typical 13-year-old boy who just wants to go to school. He doesn't
want to be cool. He doesn't want to be a cool guy.
He wants to be normal, and everybody's just like, yo, you want to be cool, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to go along with my lifestyle. And he's just like, I want to do what I want. I want to enjoy my life. Sorry about you guys. But
I had to do something disgusting real quick, sorry. No.
Yeah, I saw your face cam just disappear.
Nose related.
Snot rocket.
Pretty much.
Lovely.
Hanging Chad is what I'm getting at. What's up, Snitten? Smitten. Right as I say hanging Chad. Like... we got a new viewer. Oh, I'm gonna die doing this podcast one day. You two are gonna kill me.
It would be Josh that's the one that's gonna kill you.
Josh will be the end, the reason I die, but you will play a part. Don't deny it.
Is that an old school iPod Nano?
What? This?
No, it's a fucking box cutter.
Oh.
It's a box cutter.
Dude, do you take that with you to work?
Yes. I need it for work.
You kill people?
E-Man is Agent 47.
Where how thin the tip of this thing is.
Pretty easy to kill somebody with
Lieutenant
those.
Shank.
Shut up, Agent 47. Take the wig off.
Skin him. Skin him.
Oh,
what are you doing? Why are you hurting yourself?
It sounded good.
I can't even hear it.
You know what? You know how well it's on there? It's on the. Hey, it's better. It's on there better than those eyebrows were. Fooly Cooly.
The ones that are like this big.
That girl's always like.
And they're just constantly like ding ding.
Those eyebrows.
And everybody's just like, look at those eyebrows. Look at those ears. He has cat ears now. He's really playing into that Puss in Boots thing, isn't it? Do we even want to discuss that episode? Because I think that was the only episode that I could really classify as filler.
Which episode?
Can we not talk about the episode where he gets cat ears and then transfers his cat ears over to the lady? And yeah, none of that episode matters at all.
She just turns into a creature that starts vomiting curry.
Oh, what episode was it? Oh, it was actually
baseball episode?
I think it was a baseball episode where the lady from the cat ears episode is just standing on a truck giving a blowjob to a popsicle. Just hardcore going at it on that popsicle.
No, I think that was episode 5.
I just couldn't remember what episode it was. It just popped into my head.
There's a lot of stuff that just kind of I've completely forgotten about this anime. I'm not sure if I'm gonna recommend it to anybody anymore. The way you guys are talking about it.
It's literally nothing but innuendos.
It's like the etchiest non-etchy anime I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's not true etchy. No one's like dropping their clothes all the time. But there is constant threatening to do so.
It's just like
the threat of tits is always there.
First scene in the entire episode is I already forgot her name, Haramimi. Just saying like I had her name up on my window and I forgot it.
Mamami Sakaguchi.
Mamami. And
just call her the Gooch. Taints McGee.
Hey, that's me. That is not her. You're not taking that away from me.
This podcast needs Jesus.
You got enough Jesus for all of us. You go to church almost on the daily. Trust me, you need it.
I mean,
Alright.
I used
What
to.
happened? What did the Gooch say?
Mamimi was just like, oh, hey, I'm going to gently fondle you. And if I don't do this, I will overflow. And this is Taco-kun just like...
That overflowing thing went nowhere the whole fucking series.
Even though
She
everybody...
freaked out one time. And nothing happened because of it.
No, but it was highly implied that...
Why?
It's just... Like, she's doing, like, all this, like, sexual stuff to Taco-kun, and she's just like, oh, if I don't do this, I'll overflow, and it'll be wonderful. And that's just implying something
Horrible?
sexual.
It's not even sexual. That's just horrifying.
Just like, I will lose control if I don't do this.
I was gonna watch this tonight, but now I'm rethinking that.
Hey, everyone should watch Fooly Cooly. Like,
At least once. I've
At
already
least
fulfilled
twice.
that requirement.
at least 2 times.
Why is that?
Because it's complicated as shit. The actual plot is complex as hell, and you can't really, like, it doesn't make any sense.
There's a lot of funny on the top of something very deep, which
Yeah.
probably doesn't actually have meaning, but you have to find the meaning for yourself. And
That's
and
Fooly
knowing
Cooly in
that
a
you
nutshell.
may never know what is actually in that can of worms.
It's a mixture of sex
It
jokes,
might be
poop
part of the
jokes, and other
experience.
and actual good humor. There's a scene in the second episode when when Taco-kun pilots Canty for the first time, and at the end he poops him out.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to you about that, and you're just like diverting. Either you or Josh were diverting the
Kyo.
entire thing.
It's probably Kyo.
No, it was one of you two.
Hey,
And you were just talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's amazing. Hi, guy. How's it going?
hey guy, but
Sorry.
One of you two were just saying like, oh, this is my favorite thing about TV Guy, blah 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 blah. And I was just saying like, and I was just trying to say like, hey, do you remember that time when Taku-kun first piloted TV Guy, and remember how he got out of the TV Guy? How he came out as, well,
duty.
Excrement?
Duty. Just say duty.
You know what? Shit. He came out as shit.
That's 2 for the swear jar, sir.
Oh, right. You're right. That's another one. That's 2 more.
That imaginary charity is going to be rich as hell tonight.
I think the most of the entire experience of the anime, every time I've seen it at least 3 or 4 times. The experience, like, the most significant part of it was when it's over, after you watch it,
and you're just like, huh.
You want there to be more. So you go on and
I
you try
thought
to
it
figure
needed
it
at
out.
least 1 episode extra.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I found it to be really satisfying in the end. That's just me, though.
I'm satisfied with what I got, but
Yeah.
I do want at least 1 more episode.
They're coming out with 2 more seasons by the same directors as the first season of Psychopaths.
I still don't wanna. Yeah, we talked about that, and you said the thing about Gynax, and I was like, I forgot, I'm gonna go cry, and we just never started talking about that again.
Yeah, because didn't Gynax shut down and become Studio Trigger and Madhouse?
I think so. But they're
That's one of
also
those.
full. I think it was Trigger and Madhouse. It might have been Trigger and Bones, though.
I know that Trigger is a great,
Trigger's amazing.
really good one.
Trigger needs to stay around forever.
Madhouse has a
Madhouse
lot
is
of good, but Madhouse
Has a lot of good, but a lot of saving money until the
Exactly.
Blu-ray release happens. And then, oh, look at all this money that was poured into this afterwards.
Oh well, everything is better than A1 Pictures. Everything.
I don't know. I don't remember their name. The people who did, like, everyone is better than A1 Pictures. Like, but at the
A1
same time,
Pictures
people
actually
who did
boiled it
Madoka,
down to a science.
the people who
people-
did Madoka,
That was Kyoto Animations.
was it Kyoto?
Yes.
I'm thinking of something. God damn it, I can't remember the animation. See, I'm terrible with animation studios. Animation? I don't know.
I
The only time-
couldn't tell
And
you
I
a
know
single
for a
one.
fact you love Kyoto Animations.
Yeah, I do love Kyoto Animation. I said the wrong animation studio. They're terrible. It's all that needs to be known. If Kyle is still in the chat, he'd probably figure it out for me. Show that I love that got cut in like episode 12. Just cut it because there was no budget. Wanted to cry. Fucking. Actually, no, it wasn't even episode 12. It was episode 11. Couldn't even give me like 12 episodes. Just 1 more episode just to shit all over me with a plot dump. Lukaku City Actors, that's what it was.
Mukaku? Mukaku?
Mekaku.
Mikaku.
Yeah, fucking.
I thought you said Bukaku or something. I was like, what?
Bukaki.
Bukake?
Bukaki.
Yeah. Let's just agree that in general, Japanese animation studios are trash.
Except for a few.
Like, yeah, that's why I said in general. There's some really godlike ones, but for the most part, they're all pretty shit.
The ones that Gynax split into and Kyoto are at the pinnacle.
Toei's eh. Toei's eh. The animation's never good in Toei, but everything else is okay. It's okay, at best.
Oh,
It's never
I forgot
amazing.
about something. Aniplex.
Aniplex is
Aniplex.
problem with Aniplex, though, is they just produce a lot of stuff and they don't actually do a lot of in-house stuff, which is upsetting. But whatever. Namco's also a pretty good anime producer. Anime house.
I mean, all that Aniplex needed to do was produce Full Metal Alchemist. That set them for life.
Yeah, pretty much. They didn't, like... No one needs to do much work after a blockbuster hit like that.
And a
Like,
godlike
Try another
block.
one.
Josh, another Full Metal would be terrible.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
because the
try
series-
another anime. Like, once you have that money, you can kind of do
They
more
have.
things that you want to do.
Aniplex has made some good shit after that. Like, highly detailed, like, god-tier animation stuff. Hiring people like Studio Bones and Madhouse and Trigger. They spend their money in the most, like, horrifyingly expensive ways.
What's the name of that anime where it's like Gundam-like, and there's like... Oh,
Gundam?
it's the blue-haired girl.
Talk about mecha anime, and your description is the blue-haired girl.
Yeah, the
Are
blue-haired
you
girl with the
talking
scubs
about,
and stuff.
Are you talking about, God, what's it called? Fuck me.
It had
the
a
little
bad
boy-
sequel.
Yeah, and the Shota, straight Shota.
And they had,
and-
like, they had
Looked
skyboards
super
and stuff.
Yeah.
They had surfboards for the sky. Pretty much.
I'm figuring this out.
Oh, man.
So lost.
It's a good one.
Not alone.
What's that name? I'm gonna Google what's
I watched it on Netflix. It's about all I can remember. It's on Netflix. Alright.
Why did I want to say Devil's a part-timer?
I have still never seen that, and Josh continuously gets mad at me for that.
Devil's a part-timer? Never heard of it.
Oh, that's not the one you used to get mad at me for?
Devil's a part-timer is pretty funny. It's stupid, but it's funny.
Alright, so I guess before we get to this, like,
Eureka.
nonsense bullshit part. Yeah, Eureka 7.
Yeah.
Eureka 7, Eureka 7.
Eureka. I call it Eureka 7.
Yeah, but that's not the name.
I don't care. I'm not a weeb. I call it what I
I'm
want.
gonna wrap this up, guys. I gotta get ready for work.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
ready
know.
for my dick and your mama.
And you know my father's rule about wrapping things up at 10 o'clock.
Wrap my thing up
Rip.
at 10 o'clock with Josh's mama.
Or Josh, I almost said Josh's sister. Oh, God.
Alright, so let's talk about Climax.
No. Let's all talk about Josh's sister for a second.
No,
Is
Josh,
she hot?
Josh, go back. I said Climax, I meant the episode. It just this is never gonna end.
We were
So off
talking
topic.
about anything sexual until I said, hey, let's talk about Josh's sister.
Joe, please come back.
Yo, we need you.
Alright, you guys got it out of your system yet? Is it gone?
Baby,
Hey, Josh, what about your sister, though?
She's a kind, hard-working woman.
Retarded?
Good. Work harding.
Hard-working.
Alright, so let's talk about Climax.
She has to be to deal with you.
Episode 6 of Fooly Cooly.
The climax.
That episode's fantastic. E-Man, take it away.
Yeah. The point.
Sploosh. Are you okay?
I remember that episode making me cry. That's all I remember.
Sploosh.
It was just so epic. It was great.
Oh, I cried alright.
I like how in episode 6, Mummy Me just turns from slightly condescending asshole to just complete
The
nihilistic
person in the
woman.
world.
Yes. She literally just sees like this one thing, this one little mecha thing. It's just like, yeah, I know all the weird stuff that's been going on around here, and how everything that looks like this always turns around to bite everybody else in the ass. But I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna feed it my phone, everybody else's phone, a scooter, and a couple of buildings, and she's just like, "Oh, why doesn't it belong to me? It's carrying me around. Why won't it listen to me?
Wait, no, don't attack me.
Senpai, save me!" And then Taco-kun just like slams into the ground and says like, "Shut up! You're not a special snowflake. I'm not my brother. Leave me alone."
I love when he tells her never to call me Taco-kun again, only call me Naoto from now on.
And she never talks to him again.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh my god.
Like, all she can do is just sit on the sideline and just grumble on fucking Taco-kun. You know what, robot? You're now known as Taco-kun.
Oh,
why did you betray me? Taco-kun, save me. Taco-senpai.
Tatsuo senpai, fuck you, bitch. Oh my god, I used to let you buy sour drinks all the time, and I don't like that shit.
And you know what? I'd still drink them, because, you know, I'm kind of dealing with you like a bad ex.
Like, you have been abusing me with my drink choices.
I told you I wanted something sweet. You got me something sour. You're almost like that other bitch who got something really carbonated. And I just wanted something sweet. I just want some fucking juice.
So, what is the name of the girl with the carbonated drink?
I don't know. I'm not gonna look up.
So, since we have finally figured out that Mamimi is
Eri Ninamori.
Nobody
will be able to remember this.
I think they said her name like 3 times.
What?
This is what happens when Kyo Hiroyuki is not in the podcast. It just goes all to shit.
Or whenever sponsored content, Single and O'Fallon.
I didn't just make those noises. That ain't happened out of me.
What not to do whenever a burglar is inside your home? Let's look at this ad.
How about you continue talking about Climax?
Climax, okay. Well, what I talked about was pretty much the climax of the episode in my eyes, is him just standing up for himself and saying, you know what, I'm going to go and live on with my life rather than living in the shadow of yours. You can just go eat a dick. I'm going to go do my own thing. And he does.
You know, like the animes. Fooly Cooly's like coming of age sort of thing. But like, I always see it as like an angsty sort of thing. That's what I really like. But in the end, most of it's about
like
coming of age.
Anime.
I love angst.
I love the edge. Less than the angst and
edge. Edgy. Got
that
the
shit's
razor.
That shit's like Weebo teen in anime club jizzing all over katanas edgy. I love it.
It's so bad.
I love dumb edge. Like Nero from Devil May Cry 4, where he's just dumb and edgy. And emo. Oh my god, it's amazing. And that's just how Taco-kun is. He's just an emo, edgy faggot of a kid.
I just wanted a pink-haired girl to come back, man. At the end, I was like, I wanted her to come back. And let's go do the galaxy stuff.
Oh, you're
I don't think
talking
you
about
should
the
say
cool
faggot
one.
on.
Yeah, the cool hair one. The cool one.
I almost said Canty, the cool girl.
I don't remember any names. I really
Are
should.
you talking about
TV?
Huh?
Canty's an emotional TV. Haruko is the pink-haired woman with the weird eyes.
Sick eyes, actually. Her eyes are godlike.
The extraterrestrial.
Yes.
Haruko.
The one that's in love with Animusk.
Casablanca is the one who's obsessed with Tatsuo and continuously
Casablanca.
and is continuously
It's a
raping
great
Shako
movie.
Kun.
Let's talk about that one next.
Let's not do that.
The dual neck guitar, the 2-neck guitar is in the end sequence, like the climax.
Oh. Speaking of the end, do any of you guys want to talk about the Pillows and how they are such a great band?
Oh, they're really good.
Yes.
I need to go through and just listen to a lot of music. Their music specifically.
I remember how they used to be really underground before Gynax just picked up a record of theirs and said, you know what, this is going to be the only music that we're putting in this anime. And then everybody's just like, what is this band? They're so good. Yeah.
Another thing, all the music in the show is good. It's better than
What is that? Is that from Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah. I said from Hajime no Ippo, but E-Man was like gutturally belching everything out. Like all that pizza gone.
I was half-assed mimicking you. Just
and but I don't know. I feel like edgy guitar stuff is better than the actual music, and the music's good. Music's pretty good. I hate the ending. I hate the ED though. Like I like the song. But I hate the actual ED as a video to watch at the end of an episode. It's dumb and boring. You go from psychopathic, crazy bullshit to driving around on a Vespa. I don't like it. They're like, here's a cooldown period. You're like, no, I don't want that. I want to watch episode 2 now.
I mean, you can skip it whenever you buy a $5 subscription to Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll_missable. They're supported now by Crunchyroll. Please,
Crunchyroll, please sponsor me.
Senpai.
Crunchyroll Senpai, save me.
I don't think we're there yet.
Next week, we're going to talk about Konosuba.
What are we talking about next week?
We should probably get to that because we need to wrap up the episode.
Are we doing Psycho-Pass?
I was thinking about doing Psycho-Pass, but I kind of want to leave next week open to a vote. Also, I want to do Psycho-Pass, but that's more like, are you guys willing to do that still? Kind of thing.
I feel like I'm going to have to rewatch it again. And it's been like 3 weeks.
No, we'll just go in dumb.
Alright, I need to call it.
I won't have much to say again then.
We need to wrap.
Well, but I will get with.
This would have been so much better.
I will post on the Facebook what next week's topic is. E-Man, continue what you were going to say.
This would have been so much better if we actually had 2 other people that had watched the show and actually had some amount of an opinion, rather than just going off of nothing but nostalgia.
I just watched it before the podcast.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the dumbass that's with us.
Oh man, I have so much nostalgia for that show though.
To be fair, I think it would have been better if it wasn't just three idiots jizzing all over Fooly Cooly in general. Just like, oh no, Climax? Yeah, that show climaxed me all right.
It's me, whenever I was just watching the whole episode.
I want to do an episode about Trigun.
Trigun?
Yes. We gotta do Trigun. We gotta do Cowboy Bebop.
Okay. After next week, though, we're going to take a break from anime and do a game. I'll tell you in the Discord what game it's going to be. Next week's going to be Psychopaths, everybody. E-Man, plug your shit in the chat, and plug your shit here. Where can everybody find you? And what are you looking forward to, also, if there's anything coming out that you care about? I don't know.
Anything that's coming out to me? I'm really looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda.
But
let's see here. Skype 2. I love that game. Let's see here. Let's find a random game on Steam. Call of Duty World at War 2. That's something that I don't care about.
Oh, Josh is being a cool guy. He's plugging you in the chat.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I haven't streamed in like a couple of days.
Gotta get on that.
Yeah, I do. Plugging Kyo, even though he's not here.
It's not even in the chat anymore, I don't think. What a dick.
Rip.
Oh, apparently there's a Psychopaths game that's now available.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to looking some stuff up on that and just watching it.
It looks like a dating sim.
It's probably Persona-ish.
No.
Can I go out with Amano? I don't remember her name. Akane. Yeah, that's it. Can I go out with Akane?
No, it seriously just looks like black backgrounds with characters standing over them.
I'll watch stuff about it, see what it's like.
I'm looking forward to playing some Dawn of War 3 this coming week.
I'm not. I'm looking forward to watching you play Dawn of War 3 so that I don't have to make the horrifying discovery that it's a piece of garbage.
Oh, man. I don't want to... After Mass Effect Andromeda, I really hope this is a good one. A satisfying one. Not a barely good enough.
You look like you're going to cry, E-Man. As soon as I mentioned Dawn of War 3 garbage, your face went from...
E-Man, you going to play Dawn of War 3?
To just...
What?
You look so sad thinking about Dawn of War 3. Are you going to play Dawn of War 3, man? Josh just asked you.
Probably not.
Why not?
Because I just had it ruined for me.
Why?
Multiple reasons.
The story or the
Talk
gameplay
about that,
or what?
Talk about that after someone's played it.
Yes.
Like next week.
Is it the story or the gameplay?
Okay, for next week, everybody read the entire book of Dune.
No, we're not doing that.
You want to know how
me to read
thick Dune is as a book?
Yes, Mitten. There's going to be SF5 right after this. All right. What else? What else are you looking forward to, Josh?
Count here.
Who?
And what else are you looking forward to other than Dawn of War?
Work on some music.
Okay.
Write with my fancy fountain pen.
Real stuff.
And I don't know. You expect me to play some video games, man?
Okay. All right.
647 pages.
I'm looking forward to multiple things. Actually, looking forward to how Gwent turns out as a game. I'm looking forward to how the patch in Street Fighter V that's coming up eventually, whenever the fuck they decide to put it out. Look forward to that. Ed has confirmed the character in that patch. They're going to have a beta for it. I'm looking forward to playing that beta. I'm going to play some Ed, see if he's good. Josh, look up Ed. He's really cool.
Ed. Street Fighter V.
Yeah. And Keep looking at the chat. I am probably at some point. I'm gonna glance over Psychopath stuff again. Just do some general research. Probably watch the Digibro thing on it, just because it's 2 hours of learning everything you need to know about Psychopaths. And
so
probably
basically,
gonna watch
what
Attack
I'm gonna
on
do?
Titan.
Attack on Titan.
I like season 1. I like the
I
manga.
wasn't a fan.
Still gotta do
I wasn't
that.
a fan.
I like dumb, edgy, well animated stuff.
All right. Well,
Well animated is like,
I'm just-
you know, that's enough
I'm just
to
gonna
get me to watch
say-
anything.
I'm just gonna say, because we're wrapping everything up, I'm gonna call it a night here. I seriously gotta go.
All right.
15
I was just
already.
waiting for you to call it. All right, guys.
This has been the
right.
Missable Podcast. $5 to swear jar for Josh, $1 for Keo, Mr. Clean 12, E-Man $15. Eventually, this will be
Normally-
tallied up and charged
Normally,
when we're
I'm
successful.
the lowest. Normally, I'm even lower than you, Josh. And tonight, I was just like, $15.
That's what
Make
happens
that
when you read the
17.
Bible.
That should
Right.
be counted as like 5 more middle fingers, by the way. Do that toll again. All right, E-Man's got to get out of here. So
All
this has
right,
been the
$20.
podcast. It's
Fine.
been really fun
I'll be
talking,
okay with that.
talking to you guys out there in internet land. We're probably really upset if you've watched any of this about how little we actually talked about Fooly Cooly.
All right, well, I'll see
Uh-huh.
you around. I'm diving out. I have to go.
Bye, everyone.
All right,
time.
peace out, E-Man. What is his final tally, Josh?
$20 since we added 5. Which is more than everybody else combined, which would be $18.
He's got more than I did the first episode, I think.
You had... The first episode you had 8. Last episode you had 19. E-Man had $1. I had 2.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Are you looking forward to trying Zangief with his changes in Street Fighter V when the patch comes?
Not really, because I still need to learn combos.
Like, he's Geef.
I mean, I love doing some command grabs and making people cry and making you go, what?
Why?
Why?
Just learn your SPDs and your
Why
running
would
bear
you
grabs
do
and just
that?
come body me. Alright, well, you go
Bye,
get
bro.
ready for work. I'm gonna go get ready to stream some Street Fighter V. Which means I'm gonna grab a food, grab a drink,
Grab a food, grab
and
a
I will
drink.
be right back with some Street Fighter, everybody.
Alright, guys, have a wonderful night.
Alright, peace out, Josh.
Peace.